welcome to Vedantu Malayalam channel where we are preparing for KEAM by a crash course, right? So in this crash course, we will be revising all the chapters of maths, physics and chemistry for you. Not just revising them, okay? We will basically tell you all the formulas required to solve any type of question that will come in your exam. Along with that, we will solve previous year question paper asked question to give you an idea that what type of questions are going to come in your exam. And I will also share mind map of every chapter. What is that? It is like a complete summary of the entire chapter so that once your exams are near, you can just open the mind map and revise the entire chapter in just 2 pages. Isn't that amazing? So watch this complete lecture to understand continuity and differentiability, all the concepts, all the formulas, all the mind maps and formula cheat sheet at the end. Alright, so let's get started without wasting any time. I'm Sana Khan, your maths master teacher from Vedantu, and I will teach you each and every chapter of mathematics on this channel itself for your KEAM preparation. Alright people, okay. Now let's start what is continuity and differentiability and what all concepts you will learn in this chapter. Now basically first you need to understand what do we understand by limits. So limit is a separate chapter itself which I will of course take. But I'm just revising it here so that you know continuity and differentiability also, okay. So limit basically tells us that if a limit at a certain point exists, it tells us that the near about values to that limit are equal. If the near about values are equal, then we can say that it's like a continuous graph. The limit approaching graph is continuous, okay. So we say that if a value, for example, if we take a graph, okay, and we are considering x is equal to c. So at a smaller value than c and at a bigger value than c, we compare whether the value of the function is coming equal or not. If they are coming equal, then we say that the limit exists. Okay. Now for example, let me show you a question. They ask you, evaluate the left hand limit and the right hand limit of the following function at x is equal to 2. Now we can clearly see here that for less than 2 and for greater than 2, function is defined separately. Okay. Now I will simply say that the left hand limit is basically the value of function where x is, where limit x tends to 2 minus, that means smaller than 2. If you subtract something from 2, it will be smaller than 2, right? So 2 minus will be what? Less than 2 value. Less than 2 is 2x plus 3. 2x plus 3 is basically 2 into 2 plus 3. 2 2s are 4 plus 3, 7. Now let us calculate the right hand limit. Right hand limit is the function at x approaching to 2 from the positive side. So greater than 2 value. So for greater than 2 value, we have the function x plus 5. So we put 2 here. So we get 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. So we see that the left hand limit and the right hand limit are equal. So what do we say? We say that limit exists at x is equal to 2. Okay. Next, what is continuity of a function? So continuity basically tells us that if you are drawing a graph and you are not lifting your pen, you are drawing it continuously, then it is a continuous function graph. Now, if you draw a graph and there is a break, then it is a non-continuous function graph. Now, how to find out if it is continuous or not? So, if at a point you want to check, so you can't check that the entire graph is function. You have to check at different points. At a certain point only, you can tell whether it is continuous or not. So at that certain point, we will check the limit. Okay. So if the left hand limit is equal to the right hand limit and it is also equal to the value of function at that point, then we say that it is a continuous function graph. Now, at what point we will say that it is a discontinuous function graph? Either your function at point A does not even exist. Okay, for example, if I have a graph 1 plus x, this is f of x. So f of minus 1 is what? 1 by 0, infinity, does not exist. So the graph is not defined at minus 1. Okay, or fa is defined but the limit is not defined or does not exist, or if the limit exists, it is not equal to fa. If any of the three conditions are there, then we call it a discontinuous graph. Okay, so remember that. What is a continuous graph? If we are drawing a graph without lifting our pen continuously, then it is a continuous graph. Okay, now question for you. This type of question comes in the exam. If f of x is find if f of x is continuous at x is equal to 1. How we will check? To check it is continuous or not, left hand limit should be equal to the right hand limit and it should be equal to f of 1. Why? Because x is equal to 1. What is left hand limit? F of x, where limit is approaching to 1 from the left hand side. So x tends to 1 negative. Right hand limit is f of x, where limit is approaching to positive side of 1, yani plus 1. And this should be equal to f of 1. So let's see. Now, less than 1 value is x plus 2. And greater than 1 value is x minus 2. And f of 1 is means f at x is equal to 1 is 0. Now let's check. Put x is equal to 1. So 1 plus 2 should be equal to 1 minus 2 should be equal to 0. 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 minus 2 is minus 1 and this is 0. Neither this is equal nor this is equal. So we say that it is what? We say that f of x is discontinuous. It is not continuous. Why it is not continuous? Because the left hand limit is not equal to the right hand limit, not equal to f of 1. Okay, understood? Now, there are some functions which are always continuous. You do not need to check. What are they? Constant function. Now, what is a constant function? Y is equal to 3 is a constant function because it is having a constant value. That's it. Identity function, y is equal to x. It is a constant function. Always the graph will be continuous. It will not have any break. Rational functions, any polynomial functions, rational functions, or you can say a function of the form fx upon gx, always continuous. Polynomial functions, a function where the power of x is not negative, that is always whole number. So such a function is always continuous. Modulus function, mod of 2, mod of minus 2, always continuous. Trigonometric function like sin x, cos x, always continuous function. Remember, okay? So all these functions are always continuous. If they ask you in exam, you can directly say they are continuous. No need to check. Just memorize. Okay? Next, algebra of continuous function is also continuous. That means if you have f and g, two continuous function, then f plus g will be continuous, f minus g will be continuous, f into g, f divided by g, and f of g and g of f, that is composition of function, will also be continuous only. Remember, okay? Now let's learn about differentiation. But before that, let's solve the question also. Find the value of k so that the function is continuous at 2. This type of question will come in the exam. Okay. So what should be the value of k for which it is continuous? Now, if it is continuous, left hand limit is equal to the right hand limit. Left hand limit is the function for x less than 2. Right hand limit is the function for x greater than 2. So, x less than 2 is k into x square. Greater than 2 is 3. Now, so k into 2 square is equal to 3. So, this implies that k is equal to 3 by 2 2s are 4. So, this is your Answer. What is the value of k? 3 by 4. So simple. Nothing you have to do. What you have to check here, if they are asking continuous function at this point, so you just check greater than 2 and less than 2 function value at x is equal to 2. Just put x as 2 and equate these two functions. Okay. Alright. Next is differentiability of a function. Now, when do we say that a given graph is differentiable? So basically, a graph or a function is differentiable if the left hand derivative and the right hand derivatives exist at point C and are equal to each other. Now, how you find out derivative of a function? So, if you have a function fx, then f dash of x at point C will be f of c plus h minus f of c upon c plus h minus c. Now what is h here? H is basically a value which is almost 0. So we will consider it as 0 only. Okay. Now what will be the left hand derivative? Left hand derivative will be f of a minus h minus f of a upon minus h. And the right hand derivative will be f of a plus h minus f of a upon plus h. So if these two values are coming equal, then your function is differentiable. Okay, let's check. If f of x is x square plus 2x plus 7, find f dash 3. Now this type of question has come in the previous year question paper many times. This type of question has come. So you should know how to solve it. Okay. Now we want f dash of 3. F dash of 3 formula is f of 3 plus h. So whatever value is written here, na, just do that. Okay. So f of 3 plus h minus f of 3 upon h. Just put the values here. So f of 3 plus h is put x is equal to 3 plus h. Put x is equal to 3 plus h over here. So you will get 3 plus h whole square, 2 times of 3 plus h plus 7, right? Minus f of 3. Put 3 here. So you get 3 square plus 3 2 is a 6 plus 7. Okay. Now you find out the values. A plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 3 2 is a 6h. This is 3 2 is a 6h and 2h plus 7 minus 3 3 is a 9 minus 6 minus 7. Let's see, plus 7 minus 7 cancel. This is whole divided by h. Whole divided by h. So we have here 9 minus 9 cancel and we get, yeah. So also remember that you have to put h is equal to 0 also. Okay, so we have h square plus 6 12 plus 2 14h divided by h, right? Yeah. So now when you divide, you get h plus 14. Now if we put h is equal to 0, we get 14. So what is the answer? Answer is f dash of 3 is 14. Like that you have to solve and find out f dash of x. Okay. Now this is all about continuous function, discontinuous function, differentiable function, non-differentiable function. Now you have to find out derivatives of different types of function. So what is derivatives? Basically differentiation of a function. Now what type of functions? Composite functions, product of two functions, quotient of two functions, trigonometric function, logarithmic function, functions in parametric form, or double derivative. All of this is there in their course. I will quickly revise, but don't worry. If you are not able to understand, don't worry. I will show you previous year question PYQs. I will show you what type of questions are going to come and how you have to solve them. Don't worry. Okay, now Derivatives of composite function is what? Suppose sometimes there will be a function which is composed of another function. So how you differentiate this function? For example, sometimes your function will be like log of sine x. So how do you differentiate this function? For differentiating it, first you differentiate whatever is there on the outside, on the left side. Then you differentiate whatever is there inside of that function. So this is how you find out derivatives of composite function. Okay. So here, for example, I want to find out f dash of g of x. So what will I do? I will first differentiate log x. So d by dx of log sine x multiplied by d by dx of sine x. So first I will differentiate log, then I will differentiate the inside function. Now what is the differentiation of log? Log differentiation is 1 upon x. Now what is inside the bracket? Sin x. So 1 upon sin x into, what is the differentiation of sin x? Cos x. So my answer is cos x upon sin x is equal to cot x. Like this, we find derivatives of composite function. Now this is also called as chain rule. So chain rule again says that if there is a function which has another function inside it, so you differentiate it from left to right. So first you differentiate f function, okay, then you differentiate g function and you multiply both of them. That is what is chain rule, okay. So how we apply chain rule? Chain rule will be f dash of gx into g dash of x. Dash means derivating it, differentiating it, okay. Now let's do one example. Sine of log of tan x. See, three functions, 1, 2, 3. How will you differentiate it? What did I tell you? Left to right. First this, then this, then this. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So first what we will do? D by dx, differentiating sine of log of tan x multiplied by differentiating log of tan x, right? Then multiplied by differentiating tan x. So first you are differentiating sine, then log of tan x, then tan x. So 1, 2, 3 like that. Now what is sine differentiation? Cos. So cos of log of tan x into log tan x. What is the differentiation of log x? 1 upon x. So 1 upon tan x into, what is the differentiation of tan x? Secant square x. This is your answer. So this is how chain rule is applied. Remember, it's very important. Next, two important rules are there. One is product rule and quotient rule. Product rule means if there are two functions who are multiplied together, how you differentiate them. This is highly used in question paper. Every year question will come from product rule and quotient rule. Most of the question will have product and quotient, so you should know how to do it. Okay. Product rule says that if you have a function which is a product of two functions, for example, if you have a function fx which is product of sin x and y square, how you differentiate it? So for differentiating, the formula is f dash of x is u dash of x into v of x plus v dash of x into u of x. Means differentiate this, multiply this, differentiate this, multiply this. So first it will be differentiating sin x multiply y square plus differentiate y square just multiply sin x. Okay. So if you are differentiating this, just multiply this. Then you differentiate this, just multiply this. Okay. So this is how you apply product rule. Let's do one question. So this is my fx is x square into x plus 3. So f dash of x, if I differentiate it, what will I get? D by dx of x square into x plus 3. Differentiate this, multiply this, plus. Then differentiate the second function, multiply the first function. So d by dx of x square is 2x into x plus 3 plus d by dx of x plus 3 is 1 into x square. So your answer is 2x square plus 2 3s are 6x plus x square. So this is 3x square plus 6x. This is your answer, f dash of x. Understood how you derive using product rule, multiplication of two function. Now similarly, if you are dividing two function, ux divided by vx, what will you do? So here, suppose your function is, let's say, sin x divided by x square. So how will you differentiate it? The formula is f dash of x is numerator division into denominator minus denominator differentiation into numerator divided by denominator whole square. Okay, let's do one question. So this is your numerator, this is your denominator. How will you find f dash of x? Differentiate the numerator x plus 2 whole cube, multiply denominator, minus differentiate the denominator, multiply the numerator, divided by denominator whole square. Now x plus 2 whole cube, what is the answer? 3 times of x plus 2 whole square into root x minus, what is the differentiation of root x? Root x differentiation is 1 by 2 root x. So it is 1 by 2 root x into x plus 2 whole cube upon root x whole square is x. This is your answer. This is how you differentiate using quotient rule. Numerator differentiation into denominator minus denominator differentiation into numerator divided by denominator whole square. Okay. Now again let me write it like in simple words also. Numerator differentiation into denominator minus denominator differentiation into numerator upon denominator whole square. Okay. This is your numerator, this is your denominator. Understood quotient rule? It is highly used. You should know. Okay. Next is, you should know the derivative formula for inverse trigonometric functions. What is the differentiation of sine inverse x? It is 1 upon root over 1 minus x square. Differentiation of cos inverse x, minus 1 upon root over 1 minus x square. Tan inverse x is 1 upon 1 plus x square. Cot inverse x is minus 1 upon 1 plus x square. Sec inverse x is 1 upon mod x into root over x square minus 1. And cosec inverse x is minus 1 upon mod x into root over x square minus 1. You should know all these formulas. They are used for inverse trigonometric function differentiation. Okay. Now, let's do one simple question. Consider this function, find dy by dx. Now, y is given. So, y is equal to sine inverse x plus cos inverse x. So, dy by dx is d by dx of sine inverse x plus d by dx of cos inverse x. Now, sine inverse x differentiation is 1 upon root over 1 minus x square. Cos inverse x differentiation is minus 1 upon root over 1 minus x square. Now, these two are same, cancel, equals to 0. This is your answer. Okay. Next is exponential and logarithmic functions differentiation. But you should know first log formulas. Do you guys remember log formula? I have summarized everything here for you. First is, if you have exponential function, for example 2 to the power x is equal to 3, then you can convert it into log function. How? Log base 2 3 will be equal to x. This is the formula for converting exponential function into logarithmic function. Okay. Next, this is again the same thing, but it is showing that if you have base a, then it will be a to the power y. If you have no base, then it is basically e to the power y. Remember. Okay, now some algebraic formula and log formulas which are important for this chapter. Now in algebra we have learned, if you are multiplying two numbers with different powers, you can directly add power. If you are dividing two same number, you can subtract the power. Power of power multiplied together. Any number to the power 0 is always 1. Any number to the power minus 1 is reciprocal. Same is applied in log also. Log of a into b is log a plus log b. Log of a divided by b is log a minus log b. Log of any number to the power n is, the power comes in front, it becomes n log a. Log of 1 is always 0. Again, if you have minus 1 as the power, minus 1 can come to front and it will become log x. Remember these log formulas, okay? Some more formulas which are important. Differentiation of e to the power x is e to the power x. Nothing changes. If you differentiate e to the power x, you get e to the power x. Differentiation of log x is 1 upon x. Important. Differentiation of a to the power x is a to the power x into log a. Differentiation of x to the power x is x to the power x into 1 plus log x. Remember these formulas, they are used in differentiation. All the formula you have to memorize. There is no other way out. Okay. Now, moving on to logarithmic differentiation. So, let's do one question based on that. Now, if y is equal to e to the power sine inverse x, then dy by dx will be differentiation of e to the power sine inverse x, right? Now, what is differentiation of e to the power x? It is e to the power x, okay? After this chain rule that once you have derived e to the power x, then you differentiate the next function, that is sine inverse x. So, d by dx of sine inverse x. So, you get e to the power sine inverse x into 1 upon 1 minus x square square root. So, this is your final answer for dy by dx. Got it, everybody? You can also write it as y upon root over 1 minus x square, because y is equal to e to the power sine inverse x. Okay, next. Y is equal to x to the power x. Now, how do you derive such type of question? Let me show you. Suppose you have y is equal to x to the power x. Now, if you have on the right hand side any function to the power of another function, then what you do, you just apply log on both the sides. So, log of y is x times of log of x, because remember x to the power n, if you are applying log to it, then n comes at front and it becomes log x. Similarly, x will come in front. Now you differentiate it, d by dx, d by dx. Okay. So, we have log y differentiation is 1 by y into dy by dx is equal to x into log x. Differentiation will be product rule. Differentiation of x plus differentiation of x into log x plus differentiation of log x into x. So, this is 1 upon y dy by dx is equal to, differentiation of x is 1, so log x. Differentiation of log x is 1 by x into x. So this is again 1. So you get dy by dx is equal to y into log x plus 1. Now what is the value of y? You substitute it. So dy by dx is equal to x to the power x into 1 plus log x. This is your answer. So such type of question which has function to the power function, just apply log on both sides and then you differentiate it. Okay. Next is, if any question is on the parametric form, so questions have come from this topic also. So in this chapter, each and every topic is important because every year questions will be asked from all these topics. Yes, I will show you. Questions have come from all of these topics. Nothing is left. Okay. Now parametric form. What is parametric form? Suppose your x is basically depending on a function of t and y is also depending on a function of t. Then how will you find out dy by dx? For example, suppose you have y is equal to sine t and x is equal to t square. Then how you will find out dy by dx? For that, first you find out dy by dt. Differentiate it with respect to t. So you will get sine t differentiation cos t. Similarly, you find out dx by dt. Differentiate it with respect to t. You get 2t. Now what you do? You divide dy by dt divided by dx by dt is equal to cos t divided by 2t. Now dt will get cancelled and you will get dy by dx is equal to cos t upon 2t. That is your answer. I will show you one very interesting question on this concept. Wait. Now, so if your function is basically depending upon t, here also your function is depending upon t. So dy by dt will be f dash of t and dx by dt will be g dash of t. So how you will find out dy by dx? Simply dy by dt divided by dx by dt, that is f dash of t divided by g dash of t. This will give you dy by dx. This is the procedure you have to follow every time. Let me show you one more question. X is this, y is this, find dy by dx. So first you find dy by dt is basically differentiation of this with respect to t. So if you differentiate t, you will get 1, right? So it will be 2a. Similarly, dx by dt, differentiate this with respect to t. So t square differentiation is 2t. So you will get 2at because a is also there. Now you simply divide dy by dt divided by dx by dt. So you get 2a divided by 2at. dt cancel, 2a cancel. This implies that dy by dx is equal to 1 upon t. That is your answer simply. So if x and y are depending upon some other function, no need to worry. Just derive them with respect to that function and then you check that how you can get dy by dx, by multiplying or by dividing. Okay. Last topic of the day, second order derivatives. Now second order derivative is what? If you differentiate the function 2 times. So first, suppose your function is fx. So if you differentiate it with respect to x, you get f dash of x. Again, if you differentiate it one more time, so you get d square y by dx square, which will be again differentiating this function. So basically, this time you will be differentiating f dash of x, which will be equal to f double dash of x. Here also let me write it step by step. So dy by dx is basically differentiating f of x. If you differentiate f of x, you get f dash of x. Here also if you differentiate f dash of x, you get f double dash of x. Example, suppose you have y square is equal to 4x. Now if y square is 4x, then differentiate d by dx, d by dx. What do you get? So y square differentiation is 2y, but y differentiation is dy by dx. So it will be there. Now 4x differentiation is 4. So you get dy by dx is equal to 4 upon 2y. So 2 2s are 4. This is 2 into y to the power minus 1. This is dy by dx. Now again you differentiate it. So d square y by dx square will be differentiating again 2 into y to the power minus 1. So this will be 2 will remain 2 minus 1 will come in front, and then adding minus 1 it will be basically y to the power minus 2. So now you get d square y by dx square value. But now you can do one more thing. You can write it as minus 2 upon y square. And what is y square? 4x. So you can write it as minus 2 upon 4x. So whatever option is given in your question paper, according to that you can choose. You will represent it like this or you will represent it like this. Okay. So that is double derivation. You derive it once, you derive it again. Okay. Now let's solve questions based on each and every topic, so you have a complete idea what type of question will come in an exam. First, now here you can see f of x is given. The value of f of minus 1 is asked. It is from continuity of a function, right? Now here, if you want value of the function at minus 1. So minus 1 is what? Minus 1 is less than minus 2? No. Minus 1 is less than minus 1, greater than minus 2? Yes. Is it greater than 1? No. So that means you have to choose this function. So f at minus 1 will be x square minus 2x at x is equal to minus 1. Put the value minus 1 whole square minus 2 into minus 1. So you get 1 square is 1, 2 ones are 2. So your answer is 3. Yes, your answer is 3. Okay. Next question. Let f of x is this function. If the function is continuous in all the intervals between minus infinity to infinity, then the value of c is equal to what? Now how you can get the value of c? See, for less than 2, function is different. For greater than 2, function is different. So what we can calculate? We can calculate left hand limit at x is equal to 2, right hand limit at x is equal to greater than 2, less than 2, because basically we will check that if basically they have said that it is a continuous function. So if it is a continuous function, left hand limit and right hand limit will be same. Now what is left hand limit? Limit x tends to less than 2. Function is less than 2. For less than 2 you have c x square plus 2x. For greater than 2 your function is 2x plus 4. For limit x tends to greater than 2. Now just put x as 2. So you get c into 2 square plus 2 into 2 is equal to 2 into 2 plus 4. Now this is 2 square is 4c plus 2 2s are 4. 4 plus 4. 4 cancel. We get 4c is equal to 4. So c is equal to 1. So what should be your answer? Option D, c is equal to 1. Okay. Next question. If f of x is given, what will be the value of c such that f double dash of c is equal to 0? This is second order derivative. Just now we have learned the concept. Second order derivative means you are deriving it 2 times. So second order derivative. Okay. First let us find out f dash of x. Just derive it with respect to x. X square differentiation is 2x, right? Minus e to the power x differentiation is e to the power x. Now 2 cancel, you get 5x minus e to the power x. This is f dash of x. Now f double dash of x will be 2 times deriving it double. F double dash of x will be 5x differentiation is 5. E to the power x differentiation is e to the power x. Now in the question they have said f double dash is 0. So let us put here x is equal to c. So f double dash of c is equal to 5 minus e to the power c. Now f double dash of c, it is given in the question 0. So 0 is equal to 5 minus e to the power c. So e to the power c is equal to 5. Apply log. Now you apply log on both the sides. So log of e to the power c will be log of 5. Log of e to the power c is c. C is equal to log 5. So what should be your answer? It should come log 5. Yes, option B is the right answer. C is log 5. Okay. Next. Y is this, then dy by dx. Now this is what? Logarithmic differentiation. You require to apply log. I told you na, if function to the power function is there, you apply log on both the sides. So log y will be log of cos x to the power 2x. Now log y is basically 2x log cos x. Now you differentiate it. You derive it with respect to x. So log y differentiation is d by dx on this side, d by dx on this side. What do you get? Log y differentiation is 1 by y into dy by dx, because y will still be differentiated with respect to x. Now this is product rule. How you apply product rule? 2x differentiation multiplied with log x plus log x differentiation multiplied with cos 2x. So you get 1 by y dy by dx is equal to 2x differentiation is 2 times of log cos x plus log cos x differentiation is 1 upon cos x into minus sin x, because cos x differentiation is minus sin x into 2x. So you get dy by dx is equal to y into, take out 2 as common, 2y into log of cos x. Now sin x upon cos x is tan x minus 2x tan x. Okay. Now put the value of y also. So you get 2 times of cos x to the power 2x into log of cos x minus 2x tan x. This should be your answer. Let's check. 2 times of cos x to the power 2x log cos x minus x tan x. Oh, sorry, 2 already we have taken out common, na? So why am I writing it again? 2 already we have taken out common and we got the same answer. 2 times of cos to the power 2x log cos x minus x tan x. See, same to same, we got it. Okay, next. This is the function. Find dy by dx at this. At this means this is x, this is y. Just do the differentiation. So let us differentiate it with respect to x. So x cube will become 3x square. Now this is again product rule, multiplication rule. So 2 times of differentiation of x. Okay, I will write it. D by dx of x into y plus d by dx of y into x plus differentiation of this is 1 by 3 into 3y square into dy by dx. Wherever y is there, you put dy by dx, remember. So we have 3x square and x differentiation is 1. So it is 2y plus y differentiation will be dy by dx into 2x, 3 cancel, y square into dy by dx. is equal to 0. Why 0? Because differentiation of 11 by 3 is 0. Now just put x is equal to 2, y is equal to minus 1. Put x is equal to 2, y minus 1. X is equal to 2, y will be minus 1. So this is 3 into 2 2s are 4. Then do we have space? We don't have space. Then it is 2 into minus 1 minus 2 plus dy by dx. 2 2s are 4. Minus 1 square is 1 equals to 0. So we have here 4 3s are 12. 12 minus 2 is 10. And dy by 4 times of dy dx plus dy by dx is 5. So we get 5 times of dy by dx is equal to minus 10. So dy by dx will be minus 10 upon 5 minus 2. Minus 10 upon 5. That's our answer. So just differentiate it. Put x is equal to 2, y is equal to minus 1. Okay. Next. F of x is given. You have to find out f dash at point 6. Now there are 3 functions. This function, this function, this function. Which one you will choose? Since they are asking for 6. Now 6 is less than 1? No. 6 is less than 3? No. 6 is greater than 3? Yes. So we will choose this function. So at x is equal to 2, at x is equal to 6, f of x is 5 minus 2x, right? So f dash of x will be 5 differentiation 0 minus 2x differentiation is minus 2. So f dash of 6 is minus 2. Let's check. Yes, the answer is minus 2. Okay. Next question. See, this is which one? I told you, parametric form. Parametric form means one function is depending upon others. That function is depending upon other. Here, y depends on u depends on x. But how you will find dy by dx? No worries. First, let's find out dy by du. Okay, differentiating y with respect to u. So dy by du is 2 differentiation is 0. Root u differentiation is 1 upon 2 root u, right? Now similarly, let's differentiate this. Du by dx is equal to x cube differentiation is 3x square. 1 differentiation is 0. Now I want dy by dx. Now clearly, if you multiply dy by du with du by dx, du cancels, you will get dy by dx, right? So multiply 1 upon 2 root u with 3x square. Now u is given x cube plus 1. So you will get 3x square upon 2 times of root over x cube plus 1. This should be your answer. Let's check if we have an option similar to this or we want to simplify. Yeah, we have very same option, 3x square 2 root u. 3x square 2 root u. Same. So simple. One line answer. Just one line answer. So here what we did, we find dy by du. We find du by dx. We multiply so that du gets cancelled. We get dy by dx because in the question they are asking dy by dx. Okay. Next question. Again, parametric form. X depends on t. Y also depends on t. Find dy by dx at t is equal to 1. Let's do that. First, let's differentiate this. Dx by dt is equal to quotient rule. This is numerator upon denominator. So, what is numerator upon denominator differentiation is? Numerator differentiation into denominator minus denominator differentiation into numerator upon denominator whole square. So, I will directly differentiate it. Okay. Okay, no, we have space, so I will tell you step by step. Don't worry. Let's do it. So, it is d by dt of 3t into 1 plus t cube minus d by dt of 1 plus t cube into 3t whole divided by 1 plus t cube whole square, because denominator whole square. Now differentiate it. D by dt of 3t is 3 into 1 plus t cube minus differentiation of this is 3t square, this is 3t na, into 3t and whole divided by 1 plus t cube whole square. Now this is dx upon dt. Put t is equal to 1. Put t is equal to 1. So dx upon dt is 3 into 1 plus 1 minus 3 into 3 whole divided by 1 plus 1 whole square. So we get 1 plus 1, 2, 2 3 is 6, 6 minus 9 divided by 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 square is 4. So we get minus 3 by 4. Okay. Similarly, let us find out dy by dt. dy by dt is differentiate this. So differentiation of this is 3 2's 3 into 2t multiplied with 1 plus t cube minus 3t square multiplied with differentiation of this is 3t square whole divided by 1 plus t cube whole square. Now put t is equal to 1. So 3 into 2 into 1 plus 1 minus 3 into 3 whole divided by 1 plus 1 whole square. So you get 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 2 is 4, 4 3 is 12, 12 minus 3 3 is 9 divided by 2 square is 4. 12 minus 9 is 3. So we have 3 by 4. Now we have dy by dt 3 upon 4. Now in the question they want dy by dx. So dy by dx is dy by dt divided by dx by dt, because dt will get cancelled. Now what is dy by dt? 3 by 4 divided by minus 3 by 4. What should you get? Minus 1. This should be your answer. That is our answer. We got the answer. Simple. Okay. Now next question is find f dash at point 2. Let's differentiate this quickly. F dash of x is root 2x differentiation is 1 upon 2 root 2x into 2. Why into 2? Because 2x differentiation is 2 plus. Now this can be written as 4 into 2x to the power, this is basically 4 into 2x to the power minus 1 by 2. So if you differentiate it, first of all, minus 1 by 2 will come here, right? Then 4 will remain as it is. Then 2x power will become 2x to the power of minus 3 by 2 and then multiplied by 2 because differentiating 2x also. So 2 cancels, 2 cancel, we get 1 upon root 2x minus 4 into 1 upon root over 2x to the power 3. Now they want f dash at point 2. So this is f dash of x. So f dash of 2 will be, just put x is equal to 2. So 1 upon root over 2 into 2 minus 4 into or just 4 upon root over 2 into 2 whole cube. So we have here, yeah, we don't have space. So we have here 1 upon root 4 minus 4 upon root 2 2 is a 4, 4 root is 2 and then 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So we get here basically root will get cancelled, right? Yeah, we get here 8. Now 1 upon root 4 is 1 by 2 and 4 upon 8 is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 is 0. So you should get 0 as your answer. Option A is the correct answer. Alright guys, so we have revised the entire chapter, practiced all types of different questions from continuity of a function, differentiability of function, differentiation of logarithmic function, trigonometric function, parametric functions and second order derivatives. So all the topics are important because each and every topic will be asked in the question paper. So do this chapter very nicely. It has good weightage in the exam. Lots of questions come from this chapter. Okay guys, that's all for the day. This is the complete chapter mind map here for you. How you check continuity of a function at a point, how you check continuity of a function in an interval, then how you find differentiability of a function, how you find out second order derivative, what is the question rule, what is the product rule, what is the chain rule. Everything is mentioned over here. All the formulas are mentioned over here. So don't go anywhere else because this channel is going to give you everything for KEAM preparation, from formula sheet to important questions to important topics and tips and tricks, everything. So quickly subscribe to Vedantu Malayalam channel for class 11th and 12th lectures and KEAM preparation and other competitive exam preparation as well. If you enjoyed today's lecture, don't forget to hit the like button. This is Sana Khan, your maths master teacher, signing off. Thank you so much for joining. See you in the next class. Bye-bye.